Monet, Picasso, Van Gogh, and Warhol, they're all home in Buffalo for the summer, and they're all sincerely ours.
We're standing here in Sincerely Yours, Treasures of the Queen City, and this is a special installation of about 70 masterworks, paintings and sculpture from our collection. And this is a group of works that have been on the road. They just came from the Denver Museum of Art, and after they're installed here, they're going to go off for almost a year.
Audiences around the country are catching on to one of Buffalo's cultural secrets. When it comes to art history, we have more than enough treasures to fill the walls of famous galleries.
This really is a collection that can tell almost the whole history of modernism in Western Europe and in the United States. And very, very few museums in the world have the ability to do that with the richness that we have here. And that's something that we've been hearing from a lot of visitors. They really are impressed by the depth of the collection.
Coming off the successful stop in Denver, the pieces will soon take off for stays in San Diego, Arkansas, and Minneapolis.
So before they're gone, we really wanted to make a special show for the city of Buffalo, invite people to come and spend part of their summer with us, visiting some old friends, paintings that of course people are familiar with. I'm standing in front of Roy Lichtenstein's fantastic painting that I think many people in the city must know, Andy Warhol's soup cans, and other things that they might not have seen before. And what they've certainly never seen are these works installed in this configuration.
The iconic Campbell's soup cans or this Jackson Pollock typically hang in the lower portion of the gallery, but the way they're displayed in this exhibit give the viewer a whole new experience.
We're in the 1905 building. This is the grand kind of original home of the museum, and we have very high ceilings, beautiful opportunity to see the works really shown to the best of their kind of in the best light. You'll see the Jackson Pollock has a lot more room to breathe here than it has previously. What's nice about museums is, you know, when you move something, the work stays the same, but the experience that you have of it is kind of constantly shifting. So this is one option for viewing these works, and then when this show comes back, we will reinstall many of these works in completely different configurations elsewhere in the museum.
Although the individual pieces that make up the exhibit stay the same, the curators at each museum on the tour will display them in whatever way they choose. Even the Albright-Knox had to do a little rearranging to prepare for the homecoming of its masterpieces.
The cube, as we're calling it, that we built inside of the sculpture court is the first time this has ever been done. That's almost always a space that's dedicated to either large-scale sculpture or a couple of medium-sized works. So we worked with a construction team and they built these 4 walls. That building is actually storing all of the crates for this exhibition, so they're hidden inside of that cube. And then on the outside, we've hung a number of works that are part of the exhibition.
So before the crates come back out, plan a summer field trip to the art gallery. Chances are you'll never forget it.
There are very few people working in museums that don't have strong, fond memories of being taken to museums as kids. And you know, right now you can also come and see Lucas Samaris's Mirrored Room. That's not part of this exhibition, but it's one of those works like the soup cans that gets brought up by people who grew up in Buffalo all the time. People have really strong memories. And when you build those memories in kids, they can develop a lifelong appreciation for art.
Once again, the Sincerely Yours exhibit is up now, and don't you just remember seeing all those pieces growing up here in Western New York, going on field trips to the gallery?
And also, as someone that's taken a few art classes in college, you really see these truly remarkable art works that are really legends in the art world, and they're right here in Buffalo, and they live in Buffalo, and they're from Buffalo. So it's something that you really have to see before they pack it all up and ship it off.
That's exactly what Kathleen said. That's one of the major things I learned, that walking through that exhibit, it's like taking art history 101, 102, 103 in college. You just see all of these historic pieces, and they all belong to us.
And you see them live in person, opposed to clicking on links on the internet or seeing them in textbooks. It's a wonderful experience.